What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys figure preview video. Today we are taking a look for the second consecutive day at a Batman figure. So obviously yesterday we took a look at the Batman Returns 2.0 featuring Michael Keaton's Batman, obviously a figure that we are all excited for. Today we're going to talk about Batman Beyond, this black and gold version that was released by Hot Toys based on the video game Batman Arkham Knight. One thing that you guys should know about me is that Batman, Arkham, well, the whole Arkham series, those are my favorite video games of all time. I had a thrill playing all of the video games, all of the missions, how real the game looked, how great the story mode was for all four video games. So they are my favorites of all time. I've played the games multiple times, so big fan of the whole Arkham series. And again, this is supposed to be pretty much not the black and gold version, but just Batman Beyond is an alternate suit that you can use in the whole video game. Now, Hot Toys had this idea of doing the black and gold version, and to me this is a very interesting one. Honestly, I have a lot of mixed thoughts about this. Just kind of an FYI before we do start on the figure itself. This figure is pretty much expected to ship pretty much now. I believe websites like Pop Collectibles and others are already shipping the guy out. This one is pretty much up for pre-order. If you guys are interested in purchasing him, I will include the link to Sideshow on the description of the video if you guys want to go ahead and buy him. I really want to know you guys' thoughts on this figure because I am all mixed up about it. This is also a limited edition figure. Now, this tells me a lot. There were only 2,000 figures created for this guy, and he's still up for pre-order. He's not sold out. There's no wait list for him, so that tells me a lot in all honesty. So let's go ahead and take a look at the images of this guy. So Batman Beyond is a great character. This guy, sorry about that. This guy is one of my favorite characters for the whole Batman universe, and obviously we're talking about the regular Batman. The regular Batman and Beyond. Excuse me. So again, he was released for the 85th year anniversary of Batman, and this is what I think about it. Honestly, and I'm speaking from the heart, I have not been persuaded by nobody. I did not, look at somebody's comment and started thinking this way. This was my first thought when I saw this guy. This has to be one of the worst figures I have ever seen by Hot Toys. I'm so sorry. He looks horrible to me. Again, not the suit itself as far as like the armor and how he is made. It's not that. To me, again, I've been a big fan of Batman Beyond for a while now, and obviously the version that you can use in Arkham Knight is pretty cool. Now, me personally, I never got the option of using Batman Beyond in the video game, but it's looking at images and looking at clips from video game creators and things like that. I like the suit a lot. So my issue is not with the actual suit itself, it's with the idea of the black and gold version. It's like I don't know what I'm looking at. Again, Hot Toys has done alternate ideas or alternate suits with specific figures. Like, for example, there's a purple and gold version for this Batgirl figure that they released at the same time as they released this Batman, and to me that's actually a good figure. The purple and gold Batgirl figure, which we're actually going to preview tomorrow, but this guy specifically, I'm sorry, I don't see it. This to me is one of the worst figures I have ever seen released. It just looks too busy. There's too much like gold on it. I can't even see what's what. I don't even know what the chest is. I don't even know what, I can't tell. I'm sorry. This is too much to me. I think this is a bad idea in my personal opinion. There's some things that they can make gold that will look good, but this to me is not it. I think, again, as I mentioned before, it is a bad idea, and it's one of the worst figures that they have ever released, especially ever since I've been a collector. Now, look, I totally respect anybody's opinion. If you guys disagree with me and you guys think it's a great idea, hey, Like, to me, I respect that. I'm not here, I'm not one to make fun of or ridicule anybody's opinions on a specific figure, because some of these figures, they're for, they're not for everybody, but they're always for somebody. Somebody will find this figure to be, cool. Somebody will find this figure to be one of the best releases that they have ever seen. And to me, I totally respect that. Again, I'm not here to ridicule anybody. Obviously, I just do these videos to give my personal opinion and also to hear you guys' opinions of what you guys think think about it. And to me, this is just a bad idea. I don't think the execution of the figure is bad. Again, they did what they wanted to do. To me, this is more the idea. It's just a bad release, a bad idea, and I honestly wish that they would delete this whole figure from their creative list. To be honest, this could be one of those figures where they don't get so much attention that they might end up canceling the project, but because the figure is pretty much ready to be shipped, I feel like pretty much it's already been created, and this is not one of those things where we get a prototype and then a final result. I think pretty much this is the final result, since he's ready to be shipped pretty much now. So taking a look at more images, so he does come with, and by the way, my apologies, I'm not sure if my internet's just slow, but the images are taking some time to load, so I apologize about that. So we do get a cape that goes, I would assume, attached to his back. The cape does look nice because obviously it's black, and the black matches his undersuit underneath the armor. The gold matches pretty much the armor that he has surrounding the suit, so I do think the cape is nice. The material does seem to be kind of like that type of wet coat or type of feeling to it, I would assume. And then the suit itself also feels the same, so I can tell it's gonna feel like a raincoat, but we'll see once the figure arrives, or if I'm gonna get it, and I'll make my decision at the end of the video if this is somebody that I'm gonna go ahead and pick up. Again, the armor itself, I could tell it's pretty much plastic pieces onto it. I don't see any the die-cast logo anywhere, so I would assume they're just made out of plastic. We do get a display base, and it seems like we're gonna go ahead and get I think it's gonna be a flight pole with a waist clamp, but yeah, as you guys can see right here, here's the line for the waist clamp. So we're getting a waist clamp, so I guess that's a good idea. We're able to post a figure in different ways with flying motions and things like that, so that's a good thing. Here he has some batarangs and some of the weapons that come with it, or accessories. To me, accessories that are made out of gold are awesome, so I'm not gonna criticize that. I think the weapons look really, really good. And look, maybe looking at this image, I guess he doesn't look that bad. I guess mixing the black and the gold is better. I wonder how it would have been if it would have been the opposite way. So maybe if the underneath suit was gold and then the whole armor was black, or maybe it would have made it worse. Again, to me, this is just too much. I'm sorry. Again, I know some of you guys might disagree with me, and like I said before, I totally respect that. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think about this guy. To me, I'm sorry. I just don't see a good figure. I think this is too busy, and it's just not a great idea. Gold version works for certain figures, but to me, this guy is not one of them. And I really feel strong about my opinion. Honestly, I'm not iffy about this. I think I see this one clear. I don't think this is a good idea at all. So as I mentioned before, so he comes again with some accessories. From the description of the figure, I saw batarangs. I saw that remote kind of technical that he uses to hack into devices. Remote hacking device, there we go. So by the way, the remote hacking device was probably my favorite accessory to use throughout the video game. I just love switching all the accessories that he had on his array of accessories. That was so fun for me in the video game. I really was a big fan. For example, this is kind of the line that he uses to go from side to side, so it also comes with that, and I would assume that it's going to come with some bat claws to pretty much connect on each side. So to me, that's great. And as I mentioned before, the weapons accessories being made out of gold, I don't have any issue with it. As I mentioned before, it's just the suit itself. Again, pretty much that's all that I can say about the figure. He doesn't come with much more. So interchangeable lower faces, so I would assume that his face right here, this is just his regular skin, I guess I would assume, and this is just kind of like a mask to protect his whole lower face. So those are you guys get those options. The eyes are pretty much color red, so there is no such thing as rotating eyeballs. Multiple shades of metallic gold color, as I said before, so some parts are brighter than others, as you guys can see. I guess that makes it a little bit more interesting. For example, the gauntlet that he has in his arms also is a different shade of gold. So back to the just going back to the last image of the figure. So here's the display base. I do like the display base. The display base is nice. It's black with gold. Again, The gold coloring works with certain things. I just don't think it works for the figure. I'm sorry. I wish I could see it differently. I just don't think this is a good figure. And in all honesty, this is kind of a slap in the face. I mean, we were celebrating the 85th year anniversary of Batman, and this is what we get. I just thought, they could have released a better idea. Well, I will say this: the Batman Returns 2.0 is a great release, but I thought that they could have released something better. I would have really loved maybe a new Arkham Knight regular Batman. I don't know, right? Some other ideas could have been released for the guy, but sadly they went with this. And just to kind of make my final decision on it, I'm sorry, but this is a figure that I will pass on. I am not going to be buying this figure. And again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I know that this figure will be a good figure for some of you guys, and I completely respect that. Please let me know in the comments if you feel that way. Let me know what you guys think about it. I really want to know what you guys have to say about this, because again, maybe I'm just looking at this wrong, and you guys can change my mind. I doubt that you guys will, but still in all, I want to know you guys' opinion, so that way if you guys see it differently, I want to know why is that, or if you agree with me, then just let me know. But this is going to be a pass for me. Now yeah, whenever I first started doing figure previews, I said that I was only going to do figure previews for those figures that I will be purchasing, so I know this kind of breaks that quote-unquote rule, but I wanted to make an exception because this is a figure that I really want to know what people think about. It's such an interesting figure and such a unique style that it's like, man, I know that the opinions are going to be all over the place, so I really want to know what you guys think about it. But again, to me, I'm sorry, I just don't think it's a good idea, so I will pass on it. But still in all, if you guys want to go ahead and purchase him, I will still include the link to Sideshow Collectibles, so that way you guys can go ahead and purchase him. So before I end the video, as always guys, want to thank you for the support. You guys are the best. Thank you just for supporting me on every single video and for commenting on it. Again, as I always like to say, if it is the first time you're watching me, just know that I post figure previews, figure unboxings, and all types of Hot Toys content here on the channel. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notifications bell, so that way you can always stay updated anytime that I drop a video. A reminder that I am also on Instagram and TikTok. The links to those are on the description of the video. Make sure to follow me, so that way you can take a look at all of the images of figures that I get on a daily basis. So once again, this is going to be it for this Batman Beyond Black and Gold version from Arkham Knight. Thank you once again for tuning in, and I will see you next time.